Is there a way to go about applying for jobs that are similar, but the experience doesn't align fully? For example, my experience is in Amazon ads, but there's much more Google Ads jobs out there. I've never gotten a response for the Google Ads applications, although both are PPC roles. Is there a way to go about applying for these non-Amazon PPC roles without lying and saying I have Google Ads experience? Well, just get some Google Ads experience, like start reading about it, get some interview practice, and just put it on your resume. If it's transferable, again, I'm working on an essay that's basically like when lying on your resume isn't lying, right? So it's a bit of a cheeky title because obviously, it's like it's not actually lying, right? So what the non-clickbait title would be something like how much can you embellish your resume without it being lying? So if it's something that is transferable or that you could learn quickly, then just study it a little bit, study interview questions, and just put it on your resume and see how you do in interviews. The real filter will be the interviews. If you can't pass a job interview for when they ask you questions about the Google Ads or whatever other skill you think you don't have, but that you see a lot of opportunity in the job market, if they don't do a good, if they don't filter you out through the interview, then whatever, man, like you got the job, congratulations. If they filter you out, then you are getting experience because the questions that you couldn't answer during the interview process, you are supposed, and this is the advice that I give, you are supposed to go back and study them so that you can give better answers next time, okay? Remember that, and this is spoiling the essay that I'm writing about resumes, about lying on your resume. Remember that the question that the resume is, so there, when they require your resume, right? Like when they send us your resume, there's a question and an answer here that's going on, right? Like the question the employer is asking is like, can this person do the job that I require? Can they fulfill this role? And the answer that you give is your resume, right? Which is like, says like, yes, I can. And then the filter, right? Like the proof is in the pudding part is the interview process, or should be the interview process. Sometimes interviews are really, interviewers are bad. I talked about it in the last meetup. We can talk about it in this week. This week's job interviewing group Q&A call. But the interview process is the process where they should filter out people that can't actually, or don't seem to be capable of doing the job. So I think that for a lot of skills, right, that seem to be transferable or seem to be easily learned, right? Like you can learn them easily, right? Like it's not gonna be a hard time for you to get up to speed with what they need. It's okay to at least have that to say yes, basically yes, I can do the job in the resume. All right, then you're going to discover yourself if it's true or not during the interview process. Because if they start asking you questions, you just have, they start asking you questions and you just have no idea what they're talking about. Well, it turns out that you weren't going to get the job anyway, but you are getting experience now. And so the more you interview, so if you flunk your interviews, take notes of what you failed at, study it, and eventually you will get the experience, right? Like you will learn and you will be able to prove that your answer to the question, can you do this? Can you work this? Can you do this role? Can you fulfill this role? Can you do the job? Will be yes. And that's when kind of like it stops being a lie. Ladimeji says best vetting. All right. John Harvey says boomers laugh last. They do. Boomers are very resilient and still very powerful. You have respect to the boomers. I don't resent or hate the boomers. I just when there's a generational differences in approaches or worldviews, I point it out. But I don't suffer from boomer ressentiment syndrome.